Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our lecturer, Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad peers and fellow classmates. Today I will be presenting my part of our assignment entitled The Role of Trade Unions and Industrial Law in Malaysia, a case study of Canon Opto's Executive Union, CEU. For this assignment, our group conducted an interview with a human resources representative from Canon Opto Malaysia, Sindrian Berhad, who also represented the Canon Opto Executive Union CEU. The purpose of the interview was to gain a better understanding of how the trade union operates and how it protects employees' rights while maintaining harmonious industrial relations within the company.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is AZIMUDDIN. In this section, I will share the literature review of our study, beginning with the background of Canon Opto Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Canon Opto Malaysia Sdn Bhd, or COM, is one of the leading optical lens manufacturing companies in Malaysia and is an important part of Canon Group's global manufacturing network. The company was established on 14th December 1988 and officially began production in 1989. It is located in Shah Alam, Selangor, with a manufacturing facility covering approximately 131,600 square meters and a paid-up capital of 113.4 million ringgit. Canon Opto specializes in manufacturing EF lenses, optical lenses, pentaprisms, and previously digital compact cameras. These products are supplied to the global Canon market, making the company one of the world's largest optical lens manufacturers. The company operates based on Canon's corporate philosophy known as KYOSE, which means living and working together for the common good. This philosophy guides the company's business operations, employee management, and social responsibilities. To remain competitive, Canon Opto continuously invests in advanced manufacturing technologies, automation, workforce development, and quality management systems. The company has also obtained several international certifications, such as ISO 14001, Canon Quality Management, and Occupational Safety and Health certifications, demonstrating its commitment to quality, environmental sustainability, and workplace safety. Besides manufacturing excellence, Canon Opto actively contributes to society through corporate social responsibility programs, such as environmental conservation activities, blood donation campaigns, educational factory visits, waste reduction initiatives, and community welfare programs. These initiatives support both Malaysia's manufacturing industry and sustainable community development. Next, I will explain the Canon Opto Execution Union. According to the Trade Unions Act 1959, a trade union is an association of employees or employers working within the same occupation or industry. The Act provides legal recognition for unions to represent employees' interests regarding employment matters. The Canon Opto Executive Union was officially registered in 2012 and it is located in Shah Alam, Selangor. For this study, we selected the Canon Opto Executive Union because it plays an important role in representing executive employees within the company. The union leaders serve as our key informant during the interview session. Before conducting the interview, an official request letter was submitted to the Secretary General of the Canon Opto Executive Union on 12 May 2026. This ensured that our data collection process followed proper research procedures and obtained permission from the organizations. Moving on to the management-union relationship. Canon Opto believes that effective cooperation between management and employees is essential for maintaining a productive and harmonious workplace. This relationship is also guided by Canon's philosophy of KYOSE, which promotes cooperation, mutual respect, and working together for the common good. The company adopts a merit-based working environment where employees are evaluated based on their abilities, expertise, and work performance rather than their race or educational background. In terms of industrial relations, Canon Opto recognizes the Execution Union as the official representative of employees. The union actively participates in collective bargaining, consultations, and discussions on employment matters. areas such as salaries, benefits, working conditions, and employee welfare. Research also highlights that meaningful communication between employees and trade unions is essential for maintaining healthy industrial relations. Through continuous consultation and cooperation, both management and the union work together to resolve workplace issues while supporting organizational performance, employee welfare, and long-term business sustainability. Finally, for the literature review, I will explain the research methodology used in this study. This research employed a qualitative research approach with interview as the primary method of data collection. We conducted structured interviews to obtain detailed information regarding industrial relations practices at Canon Opto. The interview questions were developed based on 9 predefined themes that will be explained later and were validated by our course lecturer, Dr. Muhammad Shahnawi Muhammad Pirus, on 12 May 2026 to ensure the validity and reliability of the research instrument. For participant selection, we use purposive sampling where respondents were chosen based on their knowledge and experience related to industrial relations within the company. The interviews were conducted physically at the Canon Opto manufacturing facility, and the respondent was a member of the Canon Opto Executive Union. In fact, it is the leader of the union. This approach enabled us to collect first-hand information regarding workplace issues, collective bargaining, dispute resolution, and the overall relationship between management and the union.
Now, I will briefly explain the purpose and scope of this study. The purpose of this study is to understand the role of the Canon Opto Executive Unit, identify its objective, and examine why employees choose to join the unit. The findings are based on an interview conducted with the human resources representative at Canon Opto Malaysian Syndrome Berhad. The first finding is about the Canon Opto Executive Union or CEU. According to the interview, CEU was established in 2012 and is officially registered under the Trade Unions Act 1959. It is an in-house trade union that represents executive and employees at Canon Opto Malaysian Syndrome Berhad. The union started with 150 members and currently it has 211 registered members, showing that more employees have confidence in the union. The union is managed by 8 committee members, including the president, vice president, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, assistant treasurers, and 2 committee members. These committee members are elected every 2 years during the annual general meeting or AGM. Besides protecting employees' rights, CEU also organizes seminars, training programs, CSR activities, and participates in programs organized by MTUC and the International Labour Organizations or ILO. These activities helps members improve their knowledge, leadership skills, and understanding of industrial relations. The next finding is about the objective of the trade union. Based on the interview, the main objective of CEU is to protect employees' rights and improve their working conditions and employment benefits. One of the union's most important responsibilities is negotiating the collective agreement or CA with the company. The collective agreement is reviewed every 3 years to improve benefits such as salary adjustment, medical benefits, annual leave, and retirement benefits. Besides that, the union also organizes seminars and training programs to improve members' knowledge and skills. If there is a disagreement between employees and management, the union will first try to solve the issue through discussions and negotiations. If no agreement can be reached, the case may be referred to the Industrial Relations Department or the Industrial Court. This process helps maintain a good relationship between employees and management. The final finding is about the reason employees join the trade union. According to the interview, the main reason is to perceive protections and support when facing workplace issues. For example, the union represents members in disciplinary case, dismissal case, and disputes with supervisor. Members also enjoy better employment benefits through the collective agreement, including salary adjustments, medical benefits, retirement benefits, and annual leave. In addition, the union provides training programs, seminars, and networking opportunities to help members improve their knowledge and career development. Although the union faces some challenges, such as limited financial resources and members being busy with work, it continues to play an important role in protecting employees' rights and welfare.
Moving on to 3.4, the importance of the trade union, focusing first on internal rules and member welfare. First of all, CEU functions as an independent in-house union specifically to protect our manufacturing executive. So one of the main reasons this union is so important is because our executive face a lot of sandwich pressure, where they are caught in the middle, having to meet high demand from top management while at the same time supporting the ground level staff. To back them up, CEU stepped in to resolve workplace conflict and serious disciplinary cases and even sexual harassment cases professionally. On top of that, the union helps to upgrade our members' skill, preparing them for Industry 4.0 and AI technology so they can work more efficiently. And lastly, it's not just about work. CEU also cares about the community by organizing yearly seminars and CSR activities for children and also senior citizens. Next, we move on to governance, network, and growth. On a larger scale, CEU has a very strong networking system. CEU are involved under MTUC and even represent the company at international levels like the ILO and ASEAN Pacific conferences. Because of this strong foundation, CEU can see membership growing steadily from only 115 members during very first AGM and now expanded to 211 members. In terms of legal governance, everything is done strictly by the book and they follow the Trade Union Act 1959 closely and successfully pass official government audits every single year. And CEU financial management is also highly transparent, where they manage to registration funds legally through a 10 ringgit fee and a 2 ringgit registration fee. So the overall impact of all this is to ensure that every executive worker at Canon Opto has a good, fair and secure workplace. So now we look at to the 3.5, which is the Code of Ethics. The main goal of this code is simple, which is to help all members reach their work target while giving them a safe platform to speak up about workplace issues with respect and professionalism. To make sure the high standards are kept, following the law is non-negotiable. CEU closely follows the Trade Union Regulation 1959 to ensure the union passes its yearly government audits. CEU also practice high integrity in elections. The union holds fair voting using secret ballot and make sure the results are sent to the Trade Union Department within 14 days for official approval. And of course, the good discipline is expected from everyone. Both members and leaders must attend all mandatory meetings, including the monthly working council meetings and general assemblies. So furthermore, CEU emphasizes honest management when handling AGM proposal forms, managing training funds from MTUC and ILO, or working on research projects with public universities like UKM and UPM. So to wrap up this section, these rules apply equally to every single member, especially when it's time to choose new union leaders every 2 years.
Assalamualaikum and good day to the viewers. In this section, I will discuss our findings regarding industrial relations and dispute resolution at Canon Opto Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Based on our interview, the most common workplace issues involve working conditions, conflicts between supervisors and subordinates, misunderstandings among colleagues, production scheduling, and matters related to the collective agreement. The union representative explained that approximately 10 workplace-related cases are handled each year. One common issue occurs when production demand increases, requiring employees to work additional shifts or even on weekends. However, many employees prefer not to work on Sundays because it is their designated rest day. Therefore, the Canon Opto Executive Union plays an important role by representing employees and discussing these issues with management before they become major disputes. This finding shows that effective communication and negotiation are essential in maintaining harmonious industrial relations, which is also supported by Malaysia's Industrial Relations Act 1967. The second finding explains why workplace disputes commonly arise in the manufacturing industry. According to the interviewee, employees work in relatively hot production environments and are required to stand continuously for 78 hours during their shifts. In addition, some production processes involve the exposure to chemicals, which may affect employees' health over time. Another important issue is that many employees are around 50 years old. Health problems become more common, and some employees require long-term medical treatment, creating manpower shortages within the organization. To address this issue, the union successfully negotiated with the management to introduce annual health screening programs for all employees. The initiative demonstrates that the union is not only concerned with salaries, but also employees' health, safety, and overall welfare, which are responsibilities highlighted under the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. Next, I will explain the dispute resolution process used by Canon Opto. When an issue arises, the first step is a discussion between the Canon Opto Executive Union Committee and the Human Resource Department. If both parties cannot reach an agreement, the dispute is referred to the Industrial Relations Department for conciliation. If conciliation is unsuccessful, the matter proceeds to the Industrial Court, where the court will issue a legally binding award. The interviewee also mentioned that government intervention begins once the dispute reaches the Industrial Relations Department. Although the process is systematic and fair, complex cases may take approximately 5 years before reaching a final decision. Fortunately, most workplace grievances are resolved internally before they require legal intervention. One of the major findings from our interview concerns the achievements of the Canon Opto Executive Union. The union successfully negotiated the second collective agreement, which brought several improvements to employees. This includes a 5% salary adjustment, better early retirement benefits with 18 months of compensation, and an increase in redundancy compensation from 1.2 months to 1.5 months of salary for every completed year of service. The interview also mentioned that only one major grievance case required external intervention last year. This indicates that the union has been effective in resolving employee issues through negotiation rather than litigation. Overall, these achievements demonstrate the importance of collective bargaining in improving employee welfare while maintaining good relationships between employees and management. Now, let us look at the importance of collective bargaining. Currently, the second collective agreement has introduced 4 additional employee benefits. Meanwhile, preparations for the third collective agreement are already underway. Among the proposed improvements are increasing annual leave from 22 to 23 days, increasing the employer's EPF contribution from 4% to 5%, and changing the shift system from 6 working days to 5 days, while maintaining 8 hours per day. During negotiations, the union first presents its proposals to management. Management then responds with counter-proposals, and both parties continue discussions until they reach a mutual agreement. Normally, the negotiation process takes between 3 and 6 months. This reflects a cooperative industrial relations system where both parties work together to achieve mutually beneficial outcomes. The next finding highlights the union's role during organizational crisis and continuous improvement initiatives. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the union worked closely with management to ensure employees could continue working safely. The union communicated government guidelines to employees and discussed suitable working schedules. Management also introduced staff rotation, physical distancing, sanitization procedures, face masks, gloves, and adjusted working hours to protect employees' health. Apart from crisis management, Canon also practices the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen, which focuses on continuous improvement. Every department is required to present monthly improvements projects to aim to reduce defects, lower production costs, shorten production time, and introduce automation into manufacturing processes. This finding shows that the union contributes not only to employee welfare but also to organizational productivity and innovation. Finally, collective bargaining has significantly improved working conditions at Canon Opto. Once both the union and management agree on improvements, these terms are incorporated into the collective agreement. After approval by the industrial court, the agreement becomes legally binding and cannot be violated by either party. The interviewee also explained that if either management or the union refuses to negotiate in good faith, the dispute will first be referred to the Industrial Relations Department for conciliation. If no agreement can be reached, the case proceeds to the Industrial Court for a final decision. This process ensures fairness while protecting the rights of both employees and employers under Malaysian labour law.
Okay, now let's look at to the 3.5, which is focused on employee welfare. CEU plays an active role here by looking after our members beyond just their basic salaries. First, the union provides welfare saving to assist members and their families during emergencies and crises. This includes financial support for serious medical issues like heart disease or unexpected disasters such as house fires and accidents. Secondly, CEU contributed significantly during the COVID-19 pandemic. During the lockdown, the union helped to distribute groceries and daily necessities like rice, flour, and even baby pampers to members who were isolating at home. And next, CEU provides counseling and advisory service. This ongoing assistance helps members deal with personal, family, or work-related issues, ensuring they have a proper support system. And lastly, other welfare benefits like incentive and allowances are explicitly negotiated and protected under the collective agreement, which the union reviews every 3 years to ensure that CEU workers' well-being is always taken care of. For 3.9, which is focuses on employee health. For CEU, health and workplace safety are highly prioritized as a shared responsibility between the union and the company. So first, all health and safety provisions are officially protected under the collective agreement. To maintain high safety standards, the union collaborate closely with external bodies, specifically SOTSO, PERKESO, and DOSH, ensuring that each safety regulation is strictly followed. To prevent accident on the floor, CEU relies on regular workplace inspection and HIRARC, which stand for Hazard Identification, Risk Assessment, and Risk Control. This system helps the team identify hazard early and reduce workplace risks, especially in chemical handling and ergonomic work practices. On top of that, the company provides annual safety training for employees. This training covers critical areas like machinery operation and chemical safety to help everyone understand safe working procedures and meet Canon's ISO certified safety requirements. And lastly, CEU always push for continuous improvement. The union actively recommend better support for prolonged standing, safer chemical handling, and manual lifting, which are crucial to establishing a safer workplace and reducing any injuries.
In conclusion, the Canon Opto Executive Union plays an important role in protecting employees' rights and promoting harmonious industry relations at Canon Opto Malaysia Sdn Bhd. The union improves employees' welfare through collective bargaining, provides support during workplace disputes, and organize training programs to enhance employees' knowledge and skills. Overall, the interview showed that CEU benefits both employees and the company by creating a fair, safe, and productive working environment. Thank you for your attention. That's all from us. Thank you.